track matte works with the transparency or the alpha with a drop-down menu, which you can choose the layer to track directly from. It doesn't care about the stack order in the timeline, so you might use it even if you change the order of the two layers. Another preferred option with this method is that it can swap between the alpha and Luma matte by clicking the first box to the right of it, thus preserving the texture better from a layer with, for example, bevel and emboss. Like whenever using highlights, shadows, since it determines the transparency dependent on the brightness. We might also invert the matte with the icon just on the right, changing order of it, and additionally with the layer selected, go to layer in top menu, choose either matte with layer above or below, referring to the layer under or over that marked layer in the timeline. Those top menu alternatives give the same options but in a written format, as when choosing track matte and pressing the icons in the timeline. Although you're probably just better learning and using the actual timeline options, as it will go a lot faster down there. Then another valuable way to use the track matte is as a movable mask. I will create a solid and put it underneath the layer or layers I want to mask. Use the pen tool here to draw a mask. Go to the drop-down track matte menu for those layers and choose the solid layer. Make sure all inverted matte is toggled off, and now we have a masked out, separate and movable layer. Then just toggle all the invert matte on again to get a subtracting effect. And this is a really great hack, if you will, for masking out any type of layer without having the mask following the actual movement of the layer to keeping it separate. If we proceed to the column with this little T icon on top, referred to as preserve underlying transparency, by applying any type of image or texture on top of another layer with some alpha in it, press or check this box for that layer, and it will make the layer transparent or matted out, so it only shows what's underneath it.